All right, so your job today is to read the questions that I gave you. Now, between questions, while I'm speaking, you have to look very intrigued by everything I'm saying. Like it's the most important thing anybody's ever said about dog training, okay? That's your job.
Pure gold.
Pure gold. That's right. That's right. Okay, let's get started. And this is Dusty and Rocco. This is Rocco's first time at the beach, and we're working on e-collar recalls. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And this is my very handsome, adorable assistant,
Tommy Wilson.
That's right, Tommy Wilson.
And Chris Davison.
Yeah, he's here too.
No one cares about him. That's why he's back.
That's not true. I'm gonna cut the camera off. They're not nice to me.
This is my baby brother Tommy. He's visiting us. He's getting ready to go off to college to Rose-Hulman for football and engineering. You know, he's the smart one in the family. As you can see, we're here at the dog beach. We got lots of distractions. So something like this. No. Good. Really low level taps just to settle him down before he makes the decision to just break and run off and I've lost control. Catch him early, guys. Catch him early.
Question number 1 from Beth Lord. Okay, how can I get my dog to stop going after my hand, trying to lick it when I pet her? Also, when I try to put her leash on, she raises her head and it makes her hard to put the leash on. Any ideas on how to tether her so I can do other things and she isn't underfoot?
Okay, all right, cool. I can help you with this. All right, so what I would like you to do is when she goes to lick you and it's excessive when you're petting her, just give her a little bump and say no and stop petting her and kind of move away. So it's not a push, all right? It's an actual, by the way, I use my assistants for lots of demonstrations, okay? So it's not a push, it's literally like a bump, all right? And then it's move away. And don't pet her for a while. As far as actually leashing her up, so you're standing up, you have her sit in front of you, you got the leash, go to put it over her head. As soon as she acts ornery, just stand back up, reset her in a sit. Very calm, very slow. You can use food for focus if you like. That's the easiest way to go about doing this, is to teach them. Okay, like for instance, Rocco, this big guy here, when he's let out of his crate, he gets so excited. With me, it's not so bad, but Tommy is spoiled and rotten, so he freaks out. So what Tommy has started doing is having him go to place, lay down. I can hear him, he kind of waits a beat, and then he goes to leash him up, and it might take him a couple tries, but that's what he's been doing. So something like that is a good idea. Just to give you, let's see if I can kind of get him engaged, and I'll give you an idea of what to do with your pup. I think she's on the younger side. He's 18 months old. And sometimes, like, if he goes to lick me, oh, who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? And I bump him. No. See how he's doing all this crap? It's part of his age. So I'm gonna pair it with a leash pop. No. So now I'm gonna get rid of this. No. Good. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I think your dog is on the younger side, and good job, buddy. Whenever you're dealing with a younger dog like that, they can really be like, oh, you don't believe me. You know, it just kind of that pushy at, stop, leave him alone. He's being good. You're supposed to focus on me. I'm doing the talking here. No, he's fine. He's not afraid anymore. He's fine. So where was I? Now I lost my train of thought.
You told him to stop doing what he was doing.
Yes, I know. Okay, so the young age, they can get really overexcited easily. So that bumping may make them do what he just did, which is, oh, come on, Mom, you don't believe it kind of attitude. So you need to pair it with a pop correction. And you saw how firm I was. It's very quick. It's very fast. It's not something that jerks them. They actually, especially a Pitty or a Rotti, They shouldn't physically move. It should just be a pop. And you pair that to get them to be like, oh, she means business, to help them understand. So I hope that helps. Number 2.
Number 2. Hello, ma'am. Hope you are doing well. I am Samson from Pakistan. I'm having Rottweiler puppy 2 months old. He is very sharp-minded and intelligent. I have already given him some basic obedience training with the help of your videos, and it really helps me a lot. The issue which I am facing is whenever I go in front of him, he gets so excited he bites on hands and grips my trousers and starts growling. So kindly advise me some tricks of any of your video links. I would really appreciate that. I'm waiting for your prompt reply. Thanks. Best regards, Samson Rafiq.
Yeah, Rafiq. I hope that's what it is. We try to get the names right best as we can here. So hopefully it is Rafiq. Okay, Rafiq, I do have some advice for you. Because your puppy is so young, really anywhere between the 2 and 4 month window, you want to try to be more preventative, right? So I would get your dog hungry, maybe skip half of his breakfast, half of his dinner the night before, or skip breakfast, take him out, get him really focused with his kibble or treats like boiled chicken or something like that, and be preventative. And what I mean by that is literally take one step, stop, have him sit, get his focus. If he won't focus for a treat, then all you got to do is put the treat right down by his nose, and he goes, what is that? And then pull it up towards your eye, and then just mark it with a marker word like good or yes, or you can use good boy if you want, as long as you're really consistent with that marker word. Just good treat, good treat. Dogs running by. A little bit of a distraction here on the beach. So that's what I want you to do, and then take one more step. Focus, good treat, especially if he kind of looks at your leg. Stop moving, get his focus. So that's what I want you to start with. However, I know that sometimes with these young dogs, it can get really bad. The growling, the biting, even with an 8-week-old puppy. I know, I've seen some surprising things from young puppies. So if it is really bad, what I want you to do is, I don't know what you have available at pet stores, but go to a pet store or go on Amazon.com and type in pet corrector. It's a red can. It just shoots out a squirt of air. We recently used it on a German Shepherd we're working with that's dog and human aggressive. All it does is squirt out air, and it makes a loud noise. It goes shh. So what it'll do for your puppy is startle the puppy. And then you can redirect him with food right away. Everything is food oriented at this age, okay? Everything should be working for kibble, working for treats. So that's what I would like you to do. So only use pet corrector if he actually latches on and gets really engaged and really into it. Bend down, don't aim for the face, aim for the chest and shoulder area. So point it on Rocco. So you're gonna squirt it here, around in this area, okay? Stay away from the face. And as soon as that puppy goes, what the heck was that? That's when you redirect him right away with food, okay? So try that. If this problem keeps going over the next month, let me know, because there are other things you can do, but I want you to start with that. I hope that helps.
Number 3.
I told him to be loud. Hopefully you guys can hear us okay over the ocean.
I watched your leash training part 1 dog eats off the ground and pulls video on YouTube and really enjoyed it. It was very helpful and I learned a lot, so thank you for putting that video together. At the end, you mentioned that there would be part 2 of the video focusing on Charlie's compulsion to eat stuff off the ground and how to address that with the prong collar. I didn't see a link and was wondering where I could find that video, or if you haven't made it yet, whether you still be planning on filming it in the future. I asked because my dog is just as reactive as your Golden Shepherd, German Shepherd, with almost identical need to sniff the ground / eat things off of it. So I could really use some help. Thanks in advance for your time. Sincerely, Renata.
All right, Renata. I'm not sure about the reactive German Shepherd you mean. I do use a German Shepherd in my in one of the dog reactive videos that I do, but that one wasn't mine. But yeah, the one with the eating food off the ground, that was my Charlie. So the reason there's not a part 2 and there's not going to be a part 2 is because he got sick right after that. We got him back to health. He was doing fine, and then he came down with cancer. And then we had to deal with that whole thing, and then ended up putting him down last August. So there will not be a part 2. But this is what I would like you to do, is hopefully you're working with prong. And I can't remember if you've asked me a question before, but what I'd like you to do is get a prong collar, Herm Springer prong collar 3.0. Just go on Amazon, type in Herm Springer prong collar 3.0. That's what I want you to get, and I want you to go on YouTube and type in Tyler Muto, M-U-T-O, prong collar 1 and prong collar 2. Prong collar 1, just so you can learn about prongs and know, why they work and how to use them and that kind of thing. I want you to start there. I want to make sure that your dog understands how to give into pressure and has a good sense of that. And then I want you to move on to corrections, and I want you to correct him. For sniffing on the ground, you pop up. That's really the only time you ever pop up with any leash or harness or anything, is for sniffing and for sit. That's the only time you ever go straight up in the air. And then other than that, your corrections are always to the side. If you have a really bad dog reactive problem and you're using the prong and it's not helping, you need to go to e-collar. There's nothing better than e-collar. If you'd like more information on, he's like, yeah. If you'd like more information on the e-collar, let me know. Send me another question and I'll give you the info on that, or you can watch some of my other Q&A videos. I hope that helps, and I was waiting for someone to ask that question. I really was. I was like, I wonder how long it'll take before someone wonders where the heck part 2 is. But that's what happened. So I hope that helps. And now we move on to number 4. Last but not least. Well, least actually.
That's awesome. Number 4.
It's not least, it's just as important.
It's just as important.
Hi Bethany, it's been a while since I last wrote, and I've watched your videos on teaching how to walk the leash for over an hour. Or over and over. During the winter, because I'm in Connecticut, I didn't walk it much, but now spring is here and I'm having major issues. And I implement the threshold commands and I try everything you recommend, but I'm having more problems than ever with Ziggy, being fearful literally of his own shadow and everything else. He crouches and almost looks like he's going to poop at times while walking. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong or how to help him overcome his behaviors. I thought we made progress during the fall, but he is worse now than ever on leash. I have done away with the harness altogether and have used a slip leash, but I feel that he is pulling so often I'm afraid of hurting his trachea. I think I'm being a good leader, but sometimes it's gone terribly wrong. Either me, the pup, or both of us. By the way, I've walked him several times since the weather warmed up, so this isn't the first time he's been on a walk since the fall. Maybe I can send you a video on what I'm doing wrong and pay you. Best regards, Felicia.
All right, Felicia. Thank you. I'd like you to start with this, and then maybe I could talk to you about a Skype or something like that, a Skype appointment. Here's the thing. You don't have a normal puppy case. It sounds like you have a puppy that's really fearful. And it's not much of a puppy anymore. He's getting older, right? So he's more of a fearful adolescent dog. So you're right about the slip leash. If he's pulling, especially that particular breed, Yorkies, Bures, all those breeds, they do have weaker tracheas. So if there's a lot of pulling and you're not like doing pops to the side to snap them out of it, and it's a lot of consistent pressure, you're right, you might have a problem. If it was me, I would go on Leerburg.com, Leerburg, and get a specialty prong collar, which is a micro prong. And I would go to Tyler Muto, M-U-T-O, and teach that dog in the house under no pressure how to work with food and teach him pressure. It doesn't put any pressure on the trachea. That's why. That's what I would do. But I don't know if you're ready for that, and I don't mean that negatively. I just mean if you're struggling with when to give in to pressure, when not, when to push her, when not to push your dog. If there's a lot of tension on the leash, then I'm not sure that that's the right route for you. But maybe go on Google, type in Tyler Muto, M-U-T-O, prong collar 1 and prong collar 2. I just want you to watch those videos and maybe make the decision for yourself whether that might be a good avenue for you. But you got to understand, you have a special situation, you have a fearful dog. So you have to choose when to give into the dog and let him relax or push him. It's a lot of give and take, and honestly that takes training, that takes skill. Maybe you should look into getting a trainer in there hands-on and help you. Okay, so that may not have been very helpful, but I do have something else very helpful for you. If I got that dog in a board and train, that dog would not eat unless it was eating outside out of my hand, or on the ground. I might put a piece of kibble on the ground. and I would be so much fun. Now, I don't mean compromising, like, come on, it's okay, come on. I pick on Tommy for this sometimes. Sometimes one of our dogs will get insecure and he'll be like, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, in his nice, deep, soothing tone. And I'm like, don't do that, don't nurture, because that nurtures. Instead, hang on. No? Good boy. That was just a tap. Yes, good job. What are you looking at anyway? Oh, he's looking at that little dog playing fetch. All right, so let's just snap him out of it early before he's gone. So anyway, that dog would learn that he doesn't eat unless he's outside, and I would make it very motivating. So it wouldn't be like, come on, it's okay, come on. It'd be like, you'd sound like a coach. Well, maybe not one of your coaches, but it would be like, no, settle down. I know, fun little dog. It would be like, he's so cute. It would be more like, let's go, come on. Good job, buddy. Let's go, come on. It would be much more motivational, deeper voice, very encouraging, but still move it or lose it kind of attitude, kind of approach to the whole thing. And it would be a lot of sits and comes, and I would be running backwards, hopefully not falling off the sidewalk. Lots of stuff like that. Just to try to snap him out of it. That would be the whole walk. We may only get down the block and back, but that would be the whole walk. And we would use tons of food. Even if he had to skip 2 days worth of eating, on that third day he's gonna be hungry, and I might not use his kibble. I might use boiled chicken or a roast chicken, little tiny, for that little dog, little tiny bits of food. And just lots of encouragement and get him hungry. I want his hunger to trump his fear. And then it changes the way their brain feels about being in a certain place. That's what I would do. That can be tough for owners to not feed their dogs until they eat. But it's not like you're not feeding them. They're refusing to eat. You still offer it to them on walks. And if they refuse it, then they don't eat. That can be tough for owners, and I understand that. I'm just telling you what I would do. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight, Felicia, and if you need anything else, you know where to find me. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap this one up and put it in the book and play some games. If you guys would like to see Big O Rocco here do some work, yes, I'm gonna put it at the end of the video. Just a me collar work that we did while we were here. We're about to head out now. Just part of the reason they're so calm and good and laying down. Yes, it is. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Tommy, for helping.
And thank you, Chris, for making a shaky camera.
And thanks, Chris, for moving the camera around and being distracting, looking at all the other dogs walking by. I appreciate it.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
Say bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Tommy. Bye,
Yep.
guys.